I don't get it. I don't get it. You know what? Well, I'm back again. I don't get it. You guys, I don't get it. I don't get it, but I think you can see me now. Well, you know what? I can rip out all the gray hairs and figure it out later. And I'm just going to stay right on the screen. So I'm sorry, I guess. I didn't know that I was still not being seen until I figured it out. And I've been doing this for 3 years. I know the software. I know everything. It's just kind of awkward, whatever the case may be. But I hope you guys can, now you can see me and not that. Raise your hand. Anyway, if you'd like to call in for your reading, now it's time to do so if you'd like to. And if not, and I know I missed a woman, and I called her back just a little while ago. If she can hear me, or she hears me some other time, it was a area code actually locally, somewhat nearby where I live. But you guys, I'm very smart. Up, and there comes a call, and there comes a call. Well, hello, caller.
Hello, Maureen?
Yes, this is Maureen.
This is Reggie.
Hi, Reggie. Yeah. Reggie, you hung out. You stuck it out. Can you believe
No,
it?
I came back.
Oh, are you under a guest name?
Yeah, I came back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't believe it. And then well, whatever. We'll move on.
Well, the good thing is you kept on trying to figure it out for next week.
Well, it wasn't. No, it's not going to be a next week problem. I think it had to do with the week that I wasn't simulcasting with Para Encounters Network. It's got to be. But that's okay.
You said something about Eric, or?
Well, yeah, they're gone this weekend. So this, and I know I'm very smart with what I need to input the settings and in my channel. You know how things have to stream through this and that, and I've been doing it for 3 years, Reggie. I don't know what happened, but I wouldn't give up, and finally it came through. But I said goodbye, but I wouldn't give up, and finally, as soon as everybody left, voila, yeah, I'm like that. I'm very tormented. So, Reggie, you sound good. How are you?
I'm okay. I was wondering how can I kind of get your friend who's trying to use me a little bit.
Wait a minute. You just asked me, what was it? Your friend?
How can I get your friend in a nice way who's trying to use me a little bit?
You want to know about how can you get a friend? You're talking about girlfriend, like an opportunity for a woman friend, right?
Yeah, but she's not. This lady I'm talking to, she's not. She's not for real.
Okay, is this a woman that you've been talking to for a while? The one that's
yeah.
Give up on her. Reggie. I'm not telling you what to do, but my feeling is this. It's been, you've known her for a while, haven't you?
A couple months. Oh, yeah.
Wasn't there someone else that you knew for a long, long time before that too, though?
Well, on the internet, but I haven't talked to her much.
Okay, this is the thing that I'm getting. Don't waste your time. The thing is, Reggie, you've come through a really great time where you've gone through a spiritual death, not a physical, but spiritual death, meaning it's been very internalizing, like 10 long years of feeling like you've been stabbed in the back. And so you're going through a healing process. It's already happening. Your sleep looks like it's not so much interrupted, but I do feel that you've made a good decision about things. But I feel that I see a couple trying to connect, you and someone else, and then it disconnects. It's just not. It's not in whatever reasons. There's no continuity. I love that word, continuity. There's something going on, and it looks like it's in a way I wouldn't settle for just anything, even though it's not you, Reggie. It's just, it's a non-connection thing, but also this woman, she likes men that are not nice. You're nice. You know that?
Yeah, she's got a little bit of temper underneath her there.
She likes somebody that's going to, I hate to say this, treat her like, and verbally not be nice, and also treat her like he's a womanizer. I'm just feeling this is not the type of
I think you're right.
And this is not the female that you want to couple up with, even if she's the last woman on earth. Caller, please call back if you just called, because I can only take one call. If I'm on a call, please call back. Thank you very much. And it is that woman that I tried to call back. Anyway, Reggie, what I wanted to say is I do see another woman coming up here, and it looks like around your early spring, you're heading towards her. I feel that you may meet her. She's lovely, and she's connected. She has wonderful eyes. She's very vision oriented. She loves the water. anything to do with water. And she's a lovely, kind person, and I feel that you may meet her through someone that lives where you are, you know, like someone that maybe is visiting, something like that. I think I felt that way before. And she looks like her eyes are blue, bluish or green. They're very interesting, but she's real down to earth, and she's real. She's authentic and real. And don't worry about this one. You know what? I would let the other one go just by your choice, really, Reggie.
I mean, she bites me out. I don't know. How can I politely say no?
Well, you can politely say that because you already know what she likes. It likes the people that don't treat her well. You're not that man. And also, it just keeps you in a place where you're feeling, Reggie, it's not good. It makes you suffer, and you don't need to be suffering.
Yeah.
And I really feel that there's this. I see a newer person. There's family honor around this person, their family, and I think that's very important. I do really feel strongly about a very positive person that you're heading close to, is coming up. You're moving towards, and there's family honor. So there's family feeling of feeling accepted and a part of, which is very important to anybody. I would feel, and to you especially. Feeling part of the family.
When do you see that happening?
Within the next months. I mean, into early spring. I feel you may have already know me. You may already know of her, but I see the early springtime being the time where things are going to be more apparent to you. And it's not going to be like a silliness. It's going to be like a connection. It's really not a lot. It's just like connecting beyond the physical at the first time, and that's really positive. I wish we all would do that. I didn't even do that, but it's like, and I just see there's a father around, your father figure, who's older, and he looks like he's a very wise, objective man. He's a very kind man. These people are kind. They're kind and welcoming, and also genuine individuals. I see her father figure, and I see they're family people. And I feel that you really need to be embraced. I feel it'd be nice for you to be embraced with a family feeling. I think that's lovely.
That would be good.
Yeah. And I do see this heading towards the lovers. I do. And I'm going to give you within 6 months. I could be off, but within a 6-month period, I do see a very meaningful connection with somebody in harmonious in the matters of the heart, love, that, which is protected by an angel. Very nice.
All right. Well, thanks.
You're welcome, Reggie. And, I'll have this on thing but you need to open yourself up and get away from this other person. Really say, bless their hearts and let them go.
Yeah, well, she's been inviting me out.
Yeah, but you know what to expect from her.
Yeah. So how do you politely say no?
You say no because, Reggie, you matter, and you know that she does this, but then you know that she's not interested, really, when it comes down to it, in what's the best interest of you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just say, I'm sorry, I have plans. You don't have to be rude to her, but she likes people that don't, I see there's still...
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah.
Well, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying, Reggie, don't worry. You're not going to hurt her feelings. You need to start feeling better about yourself. You matter too, Reggie, okay? You do.
Yeah.
And you need to learn. I know it's hard. I know I'm like that too. I'm always such a nice person. But being a nice person to some people, it's just not right. It's not good for you. It's not what it's supposed to be. It's not. You're doing yourself no favors, and God didn't put you here on this earth to do that.
But, in general, I find that women don't like nice guys.
Maybe not, but there are some. But you're right. But you're in general, yeah, and I agree with you. But I don't I don't look at things like that because people in general think I'm, who I am. They don't have a clue. So the thing of it is, how I read. It's not general. So what I'm saying, you don't want to be around that person anyway. There are some people, very rare, but I see a good person. That's going to be an opportunity, definitely. You just need to treat yourself. Be decent and good to yourself, Reggie, okay? Respect yourself. Oh, really? Remember that.
I will.
You're a good guy.
I will. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Reggie. And I'll have this archive up later.
All right.
Okay, bye, Reggie.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so 7, 6... I won't give you... I'm going to try to call her because she's tried to call so many times, and I'll try her. Maybe I'll get her. maybe I'll get her because
Did not complete your call. Please try again.
Shoot. The person that called and I was on the phone, please call back, and you're in my area, I think. Okay, let's see. Sure. Some people. Oh, hi, Patty. Patty, you missed out. I closed the show down a while ago. Well, I don't know. All these tech and Rufus on, but then Hi, Becca. Hi, I'm looking at the. Hi, handler. And whoever tried to call me, even before I shut the or closed the show down, prior to that, please try again, because I feel badly that you called and I wasn't able to. Let me see. Now this is the thing. Wait a minute. There. Something's weird there. Okay. So, Patty, so nice. I'm so glad that you contacted me about that. I mean, really strange about the bird thing. Really, I mean, I didn't even tell you half of what was going on, but it was ironic that you brought that up. And there's that woman. There she is. There you are. I've been trying to call you back.
Hi.
You know,
Sorry, I thought it was not your machine again.
I'm so sorry. You know, I shut down the show because of my I've been doing this for 3 years, my broadcast. I don't know what was going on. And I suddenly shut everything down. Then I go, I'm not giving up. And I got it working. And so I said, hey, everybody left. But so I tried to call you back. I couldn't get through. So I'm glad you called. I'm glad you called. And what's your name?
Thank you. Chama.
I'm sorry.
Chama.
Okay, got it. And what can I help you with? Are you a first timer for me? With me?
Yes, I am.
How'd you hear about my show?
Well, my sister actually.
Oh, because I know you're in the same area. Well, your phone is in the same area as mine, kind of. Okay.
I don't know because I'm calling from one of those apps.
Oh, I'm
calling from Canada.
I got it. I understand. I'm ready for you. And thanks for calling back. I felt very badly because like I said.
No, please don't. That's happening.
But I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
What would you like me to help?
I don't know how to do this.
Well,
sorry?
What would you like me to focus on for you?
Love and career. Love and marriage and career.
Okay, as far as love, I'm going to ask you, as far as the love stuff goes, is there someone in your life right now that you're thinking about? I'm going to get that out of the way because that helps me instead. Because there's no one. Are you completely by choice without someone that you have in mind?
Yeah, that was a personal choice.
Okay, right, by choice. So you're completely open to anything new that may be coming your way, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. The reason why I ask that when I'm doing this, because I mean, I could go on for like 5 hours. Okay. and you're not going to get, okay. This is what I'm getting. First of all, I do see in the recent past, there was a very strong connection. You had some very strong connection with somebody that was deeper than norm. It was a strong connection. Mm-hmm. And it's sad because sometimes you can get, and I don't want to use this word, but here it goes, soulmate, whatever you want to call it. But this is something sometimes people also can short circuit each other out because the other persons are not as evolved. They can't handle being seen presently. There is a man. So the good thing is, what I guess I'm trying to say is, I see this is what you desire, and not that everybody upfrontly wants to say I desire a shallow relationship. But I do feel that you're running more on the deeper level of wanting to, not just you know what I mean. Okay, I hope. I do see a man. This is also referring to business and also maybe an opportunity. Can you hear me okay? Because I'm hearing. Hello? Can you hear me okay?
No, I can't.
Yeah, I hear some background noise. Do you have this? Are you listening to my show right now?
No, I have no noise. I'm alone in the room.
That's weird. There's the the weird gods of the technical issue. Everything seems okay right now. If it starts getting like that, we'll have you call back because I sound like a drum.
Is it better now? I put the speaker off.
Yes, it is better. It sounds better.
Okay.
Okay. I do see a man. He's a gentleman that looks like he's a businessman. Also, he's offering an opportunity, and he's a good man. He respects women, and he's an authority type of man. He also he's on a very positive vibration, a higher vibration. Now, I feel you know him. He's presently, I mean, surrounding you, but he also offers, he offers opportunity with a project or, launching something new. So in business, but I also feel that he is someone that you would may be very much interested in as a get to know person, but that's not what you're seeking so much. But this man, I feel like I said, you already know of. He looks like and I can just explain, and I could be wrong on all this, but it looks like he has high cheekbones, and
He has what?
he has
High cheekbones?
yeah, he has, he has a very sculptured, he has a very nice, strong face, but not with no neck. I mean, he has a neck.
Okay.
He has a very fine, strong featured, and his eyes are. He looks serious, but he can be very deep. He respects women. He really does. But he also is a business person. And like I said, there's opportunity. His eyebrows are interesting to me. I don't know why I get this stuff, but who knows? His eyebrows. His eyebrows. They're cool.
But have I met him?
Pardon me?
Do I know this guy?
I notice stuff that is strange, and I just throw it out there. Is that what you asked me? I know it sounds.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I just say what it is, and like I said, it just comes out. It's silly, but some people go, "Oh, later." I don't know, but like I said, he. What I'm saying is, he's offering. There's. It's like the world's in his hand, offering an opportunity, and it's not like maybe a very. It looks like a grandioso, and I'm like I said, I feel this is business, but also I feel that he's part of will blend into a even more opportunity maybe, but not that you're seeing him in this way. I do feel that there's been some legal situation around him, but there's a completion coming around this. Let me ask you something. And there was a woman around this person as well, who is emotionally like her bark is bigger than a bite, but she's all over the place. She may have been or married or getting ready not to be.
Oh dear God, this is my ex.
This is your ex?
Because he was married, but he was getting divorced, and they couldn't linger for 5 years. And I helped him in his business, but when he was supposed to supposedly come and get engaged to me and get married, I found him cheating.
Oh.
So that's why I cut everything with him, because I gave him too many chances, and I kept saying that he just cheats.
I got it.
So I don't trust him. So I cut everything with him.
You trusted him at one point in time, didn't you? How long were you with him for?
Yeah.
Years? Were you with him for years?
5 years.
5 years? Was it a deeper?
Yeah.
Okay, like I said, maybe I do see completion around this situation, but I also am feeling that there's no burden off your back. And I'm not saying I wish, I don't know. There's some changes here that are positive. Okay, I'm just going to say what I'm getting, and I'm not saying, take it for what it is. But and we all have choices. Whatever I'm reading, really, come on. We all have the choice to do what we want with it, because it could be up to you. But I do I'm not condoning, and I've just heard your story, and I don't like it. But I am going to just go on what I feel deeply about and seeing that. When's the last time you saw him, for one? When they broke it, when you stopped all this stuff with him? How long has it been?
It was August, actually. Middle of August.
So it's been 6 months, 7 months?
Yeah. And he called in middle of December, telling me he loves me and cannot forget me, and he's going to come and ask for my hand again, and I go again, of course he never showed up. But I told him, forget it, and I don't want you no more, because
you've had all you can take.
You. I've given you chances, but you blew it big time, and I think it was his last time.
I have a feeling, because it sounds so similar to what you're saying, that this might be him. I do see, like I said, completion. I'm also seeing you having a lot of burden off your back on this. You're not carrying all the weight. I'm also seeing that he's gone through, as well as you, what I call, I don't usually show you sometimes tarot cards I'm showing to you, because that's what I read. I go off the cards, but this is called the Tower. The Tower card is one, and it's a slow change, and it's already happened, is where, we feel everything is, our walls are all secure, and suddenly you just get blown off, and then you have to rebuild a foundation. I do feel that there's been some work, and this goes for you too. I do feel that there's been work that has been done, meaning doing the work, like getting it together. What's his name? I'm going to have to throw this out here. Give me any name. I don't care.
Because he uses two names, Tom and Hussein.
I know I don't like him. I don't like what he did, but I'm telling you, this sounds too, and the what you just told me, that, okay, I do see someone else, but I don't feel that it's completely over. And I also see that he has definitely, I don't see any other women around him. I do see a positive energy on him, but I guess, we all can change. I'm not saying that it's a pretend thing either. This is a very clearly a person that would have clearly come to grips with himself and rebuilt a foundation that was right for him, and not what he's conditioned with a pompous ass or whatever. And I do feel there's a legal situation. Was he divorced at the time when you last talked to him? Was his divorce completed?
No, that was the thing. Because when we met, I sat him down. I said, I don't go with married men. I don't go with people who cheat. I don't date as people date. I like to date, but as for a serious marriage. And he said, you completely understand. And 7 months later, he vanished. And then he writes me an email telling me he's with any time. But it was based on lies. And he said he was getting a divorce. He kept vanishing and coming back and telling me stories how he's been with other women, which was very awkward,
I don't know,
And I kept
that's awful. He would tell you he was with other women. How long ago was that? Was that back in August time or before August he was talking about?
No. It was before. In 2011, he said that's it, dedicated and everything. And by pure chance, because I helped him in his business, pure chance, I opened the business email to see if the company sent an email back because he wasn't working. And I see him for 2 months while he was buying me a wedding ring. He was actually trying to.
Oh, you're breaking up again. Wait, hold on. Can you stop?
Is it better now?
Yeah, it could be mine too. You know what? That was 2011. Let me tell you. What my feeling is this. I think he's a pompous ass, especially back then. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
And also, I am getting...
But August 2000, this is August 2012. This is how I broke up from him.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, at the time that he was... You said something about 2011. He was still not pursuing a divorce, really, was he?
I felt like he was dragging it on, and he told me because she stole his money and he was trying to get it back. And then he said, I don't care. I just want to build my life with you. I made you wait too long.
Well,
but then I find that he's on me all over again.
I don't know. Unless there's someone like almost very similar to him. This sounds like it's kind of like your person that we're talking about. And maybe you have it. I just see a completion. I do see a lot, a legal problem. I see a legal situation that is not favorable for him. But then I see another woman who's totally emotionally just like all over the place, bouncing off the walls. And this could be his wife. And maybe this would be it. So really, he's not, since you've been with him, he's never really been a divorced person yet, has he?
Because he was getting a divorce, and he told me he wasn't living with her for 7 years. He was separated. He wasn't with her. He was in a different country.
Okay, she obviously wanted to. I see her the one. This is the way I'm looking at him now. Like I see, completion will open a new beginning always. But she's. I see him not. I see him being a single man, and because of her, probably because she wouldn't want to take a bit. But I can understand where, and I'm not wishing this upon you at all, because I'm not. I didn't want to. I'm not trying to dredge up anything, but I do. But I do see, and I see him in a positive way, and people can make an effort to change. And I'm not saying he's just going to say it by verbally. You would see it, and I also see him letting go of the past, and also you being able to do this is the only way we could work. If you thought he would. Oh, would you be able to forgive him if he was
I
divorced?
already did times, but the problem is, you know, when you say I forgive you, you want that person to make an effort and truly be by your side and not to do the other stuff.
Exactly.
Yet if they forgive, he comes out and then I see he breaks his promises.
Ongoing.
He cheats.
Yeah. But
And
this,
it's just like, I told him, like, how many pages and how many books I'm supposed to open for you. And this happened actually 4 times. I mean, 4 major times. I'm not talking about petty, you know, fights and stuff like that.
so December was the last time he said he was going to follow through on connecting with you, and he never did.
And I told him, yeah, and I told him, don't even bother because I don't want you. I gave you too many chances.
You know, it could very well be. Let me put it this way: if it's a crying shame, it could be too late for him. But I do see that he. Let's put it this way: it's, you know, like I said, it's up to you. But I also get that he definitely. Oh, that's the word. It's so sad. You can see it in the movies. Sometimes people finally get it, and it's too late for them and you. And you, for instance, I do want to tell you, I do see another gentleman here. He looks like his energy is a little bit younger. I'm not saying he's maybe age wise, but he looks a bit younger, and he also looks like he's very work related. He's on a work. He can be a workaholic, and it looks like I feel that you met him, you know of him. But he also is someone that is going. He's moving ahead. He's going to be very successful. But whatever's going on, and he loves. I get that he loves. He's into nature. He loves it. He loves animals, but he also can be to other people, or maybe he's a little bit dull. Not in a bad way. Dull. Like he's not, but he's stable. He's a grounded person, but he's not as. You know what? This might be a real healthy situation. But he comes off as some people, but he's not really. But he comes off like he's not like some of the other ones that would have so much excitement and you know, those ones that really kind of screw you over. The ones that are full of excitement and hyper. And he's more dull. He's kind of boring. But
boringish. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. He's boring.
Boring in the fact that he's stable, but also I feel that. But if you. I guess I don't want to say boring, but in the general population, he would appear boring. He's not. He's a very different kind of guy, and he's driven in business, and I see him heading towards his own business. He'll be successful, but he tends to workaholic too much. He can physically exhaust himself. I do feel you know of him as he has he has like I said, it looks like he likes animals a lot, like horses and all animals, and he loves being on the earth. He likes nature. He likes being down to earth, but he's also in business, and he's thriving for success. But he's down to earth. I find that his bit of being boring is actually very refreshing, considering what you've been with in the past. But
because I like that kind of guy, actually.
What, boring?
I don't like that.
You like boring? I'm just using that bad word. It's a bad.
Not boring, you know. Animals,
do you like
nature,
settle? Oh, you do.
Business.
Fantastic. You know what? This would be okay. And I shouldn't be using the word boring. I think what I'm trying to say, the mass of individuals will call boring. He's really,
no party. I'm not a party goer.
No, yeah, but also he'll be a wild thing in bed. I'm sorry. He's grounded. I guess we get so unusual. The thing of it is, I'm also getting that, and you know, you're fine if you need to be alone. I can see that you can stand you're okay. You're a warrior woman, that's for sure. God, yes. But I do see you meeting. It's interesting. You and again, this is again, I could see you too. This new other person that I'm seeing coming up, and I get in the next. You know, I feel that you may have met this person or you've seen this person, maybe cross wires, in November, late October, November. I could be wrong, but this person and you will cross over again. But it looks like you know what, your work and your career. I see you picking back something up that's real creative that you put aside a long time ago, maybe, that is time to pick it back up. I see you being a student, maybe not conventionally, but learning, getting some knowledge, and you're going to be absorbing a lot about something new or more knowledge about you need to know more about some other area. I see you being very successful, and with this, you do well in business. But this guy's not married, by the way. Just want to say this other person I'm seeing, not married at all. In fact, he is not married, and he's, like I said, he's driven in business right now, and he's heading in a direction where he might not have been as high as the man you had been with in that same, but he's heading in a very positive direction, and he's going to do well. Also, like I said, if you like down to earth nature, he would like being on, in the earth. He likes doing that. And also at the same time, like I said, he's a hard worker. I don't feel that you would be he wouldn't be a lot of work. It's interesting how this is healthy. And, we get so used to unhealthy that it can be very weird. I also get things are not what they appear to be. You know what? I know this sounds like a long time, but come January, come the winter, next winter, by the end of this year, there's going to be a very hard-earned victory for you in both areas of career and of personal emotional attachment. In your relationships, and hard-earned victory is exactly that. But I feel that it's going to be very stable, and it's going to be extremely victorious, but very hard-earned. And I do get that also that it's really good, but like I said, it will be hard-earned because things have been going on as they are. But I do feel that you're going to be exactly where you want. I do see, it's, hard-earned victory is like, and it's going to be cold outside, but it's just like suddenly the sun comes through a little bit, and you've made it completely, and there's a complete new beginning. It's fantastic. But like I said, if, I don't think you're through with maybe the other person, the one that you have been with, maybe he's come back around, but I do see completion. Okay. So, and I do see he's trying, but you need to do what you need to do on that. But this other person is real different. But like I said, I feel that this will be more of a cultivated harvest. And I do feel that you're going to do very well in any business, any situation. And I do see you in business for yourself.
Is he in Canada or somewhere else?
Who, this new person?
The new person.
I don't know. He could be. If there's a reason, like I said, I feel that you've crossed paths, but I'm not clear. He could very wherever he's around, whenever he's around. I do see that there's greenery, and there's not snow or anything like that. Northern California maybe, or it's not dry. Like there's no New Mexico feeling, and sometimes I get these feelings about this. Like Northern California, or maybe, think. Northern Cal, I don't know. Canada, British Columbia, maybe, if anything, but it's not real snowy, but then again, it looks like he may travel too as well. He definitely is kicking butt on. His whole thing is it's all about, he's working hard to reach his goal of what he's doing. He looks like he's going to be a fine entrepreneur. He's going to make it. He's going to do very well. But he doesn't worship money. He's very down to earth, and which I do like about him. Very down to earth.
Okay.
And you both.
Do you see a name or something for him?
No.
His first name?
No, I'm not going to guess. I don't. Sometimes I'll get that, but I'm not sure. But I do feel this. You both share something very much in common. He's been really hurt by somebody 3 years ago. You both have shared, some woman hurt him very badly, where she that kind of thing, betrayed him. And it was so unfair. And I feel that you've had some unfairness. It's not like you're both wounded, animals coming out of each other. But I feel that the fact of it is you both could appreciate, and he's very trustworthy. And he's very good. He's a good-looking young man. He is. And he is ground, and he wants. Do you want to get married?
I'm sorry?
Do you want to be married? Yes.
Yes, actually, that's what I believe in a relationship.
Well, this guy. This guy I'm seeing, he definitely is a family man. He's definitely one that would want to be a family man. I don't feel. The one you were with prior to this, does he have children? I saw a child nearby him. I saw one particular, the last, the guy that was married. He had a child.
I'm sorry?
Did he have children? The guy, the one we were talking about in the very beginning, the one butthead. He had.
Yeah, he had son.
I see
Yeah,
his
he had
son.
a son, but he never
I see his son.
about
That
it.
son's really having a rough time. It's really sad because he's bless his heart. He's a special, and people aren't listening to him. The newer person I'm seeing that the one you're heading towards. He's completely he has not had any children of his own. Have you been? Are you one that are completely the same? Are you no children on your end?
What?
No children on your no? Do you have no children for you right now?
No, I've never been married.
Yeah,
Never,
this is the thing. This is the thing. I feel it's almost like this is exactly the type of same person. He doesn't have any children. He's never been married either.
Okay.
And that's fantastic, isn't it? Really,
Yeah.
It is.
Exactly. Because I truly believe people should marry someone like them for successful marriage.
Yeah, I mean it's hard when you get mixed. Yeah, he has not been married and he has not had any children, so I would be open to him and it might be somebody that you normally wouldn't because unfortunately, unconsciously, I don't think it's a conscious thing. Unbeknownst to you, sometimes we go for the same pattern of people that are going to that aren't available, that aren't accessible. You got to just kind of get into that.
But I'm wondering where I'm going to meet him because he told me he's going to meet him. I already met him.
Yeah, I know. I feel that you've crossed. I feel that you know of him already. But at the time, I don't think that you would have thought anything. But it's very positive, and you both will. I see both mutually equal relationship and both on the same direction and path of what you want, knowing what you want.
Okay.
It's very good.
Okay. He's not a professional. He's in business, right?
Yeah, I see him really kicking butt in some bit. Yeah, he wants to. No, well, professional business. He looks like somebody that could do a lot of. He thinks he's very intelligent. He could be a definite entrepreneur that could bring. He's smart. He thinks outside the box, and I feel that he's not as old as some of them, but he's heading places, and he has a lot of ambition, and he's down to earth, and he's humble, and he's great. I think he's a really fine man. Okay. So I'll be
he's younger than me.
I didn't say he's younger. He looks younger than the other person that you're with, but But he looks younger, but he's a gentleman. He's a gentleman. He is. He's a Gentile man. Okay. So you can listen to this. I'll put this up on archives after I'm done here on my page on my website. Do you know where to go to listen to them? And the reading will be at the very. Well, I've done some. I don't know broadcasting. You'll find it. You can hear me over and over again talking about.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, my dear. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, someone else called me, and I'll do one last reading. Back in my Reggie, you guys are hanging. Oh, there's Rose. Yeah, I was able to pull it off. Rose got back in here. So I'm either going to stop now. I can't believe I got back in. Or you're free to call in. Call in now. Last call. And there we have it. Rose. Ta-da! Hi, Rose.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Rose. Will you mute the player? Oh, you did. Never mind.
I just did, yes.
Yeah, you're smart. Yeah. God, I can't believe I was doing that. Oh, yeah, you were in there. And then suddenly I was able to, I wouldn't stop trying. I got it working.
Oh, good for you. I'm so glad you're back.
I know. I was cracking up, and then I go back to Facebook. I go, hey, you guys, I know I shut down, but come on back. Anyway, Rose, how are you doing today? Are you okay?
I'm good. I want to let you know the snow fell. We got a blizzard. And as you predicted, he called on the, well, he didn't call, he texted on the exact date you said, February 8th.
Oh, we like hearing that. Let the cruise ships all hear. I'm joking. I think I said called. He did. I'm glad. I'm glad he did contact you. Definitely glad. Was it blizzarding out when you did that?
Yeah, you said there'd be snow on the ground, and you predicted the date to be February 8th.
You're so sweet.
And when the text came in, all I could think of was you.
Oh, thank God, because I redeemed myself. I felt so bad. Yeah. You know, where I'm just being funny with you. So how
Yeah.
was so that was the 8th and that was Friday.
Yes.
Okay. So did you well, what do you want me to invade on here?
Okay. Well, you told me this. The last reading I had with you, you told me to pull back, stop texting, and let him come to me.
Right.
And he did. And it was very lighthearted. It was about that chocolates he had for me that he had made because I guess the Super Bowl coin toss
Right.
that he had going on his Facebook page.
Right.
And he told me that, he owed me chocolates. And he was going to be away at his mother's house for the weekend. So it's just really something lighthearted. And I just responded back lighthearted, nothing heavy. And I was wondering if I still should pull back and let him continue to come to me.
Okay, so have you gotten the chocolates yet?
No, because this was Friday and he was on his way to his mother.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I got that. I'm crazy. Okay.
He was just telling me that, he owed me them, that it was a nice call on the coin toss.
Okay.
And then I just joked that the chocolates that he was making for everybody else that also commented in on that, they should be disqualified and they should come to me because they didn't follow all his directions, and he found that amusing.
So it was a nice kind of interaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Like maybe he's coming back to Earth. This is what I'm getting. You have the strength available to handle what's ahead, and it's not a bad thing that you need it.
Okay.
But I am getting this. I definitely see that you two are definitely still really much wanting the same thing, and that is about traditional Orthodox relationship. I mean, even though with all the stuff that's been going on, I'm also seeing that there's a father figure around here who reflects money, like investment, cash flow investment, something that, there's so much business stuff surrounding this on his end. And it's interesting to me because I really am getting the feeling that he wants to get rid of another energy of a man. And I bet you, well, I'm not betting you, but perhaps it might be that gentleman that we spoke about, that one that recently, him and that friend girl, remember those two?
Yeah.
This guy, and I'm just feeling his energy. Like, again, he's not moving forward. I do see Glenn moving forward into a much better place. And I do have to say yay to him because there's a feeling, I don't know if you know this, but it looks like there might be some legal, this is the thing I'm getting, and there might be someone that's going to help him money-wise, legal situation that he's up against. Maybe he didn't talk about it. Maybe there was something that happened. I don't know when he was, maybe doing something that he shouldn't have while he's driving. I don't know, like drink, that kind of thing that can happen where he would have to face something. But he's trying, I honestly feel that he's releasing from all the past, and I know we've talked about things, but you'll understand what I mean. I get, and I feel you two are both doing this, releasing from the past hurts and pains of past relationships or family, anything like that will affect your heart and relationships. But being able to put things to rest, like I think I've spoken to you, instead of dwelling in them, and being able to put everything in the past so you know that there's something really positive that's right there for the taking, which in your case, it would be you and him for the taking. But it's being able to really put things to peace and therefore being able to be present and move forward. So, we've spoken about some of the stuff like his, with your cousin stuff, overreacting. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that and even that stuff, and also with the past one he was with, no more regrets, no more guilt. It's okay. You honor it and let it, it's almost like giving it a memorial, honoring it and let it go. And especially with the other thing with your F man, you know what I mean by that, F man. Yeah. Okay, it's like in a way doing a ceremony, probably whatever. But I see things starting to smooth out or be more kinder. But I see then this gentleman, this guy that he'd been hanging out, totally enraged, like violent. I mean, raging. He doesn't. these people don't fit into his life anymore, which is a fantastic situation because you know that at this point in time, things are changing in the way his perception is and what he wants in his life and everything else. The juggling act, Rose, I think I've spoken to you about this before. I've talked about the tower stuff, haven't I, to you? Yeah.
The what?
The tower. I don't usually go on cards.
Yes, the tower, yeah.
The tower. The tower card.
I know that card well.
Yeah, I do too, because numerology is my card, and it goes into the Chariot 7 and 16, where the Chariot, you're in control of your life. And I think I might have talked about someone's getting a new car. Maybe that was the last reading. Anyway, the Chariot goes to number 7, but this is 16. This is from slow change of rebuilding a foundation that suddenly you get had not been working. Like our protective walls that we were conditioned with, it's just not working because you get blown off of it and blah, blah, blah. There's something that I feel it's almost like a revelation I feel surrounding him. Now, as far as you detaching from him, it's not so much about that. It's like you both, there's so much parallel with both of your pains and hurts. And it's hard to, in a perfect world, if you could just sit down and discuss this. But I think that just by I think that you guys feel I know it sounds off, your kindred spirits. It's like I see that you both, for the past many years, have gone through so much pain, but now it's a spiritual rebirth for both of you. You're rebuilding a foundation, but your wounds are open, so it could be painful, but it means you come back to the beginning. You get to be. I'm sounding like Jesus, reborn, because it's like the cycles are over. I do see the juggling act being over. I see your sleep getting much better. I also am getting that there's difficulty connecting psychically to one another in the weeks ahead. I feel this is advantageous, though. And for the reasons being is I think because there's a shift going on here with you two. I see him really growing, like really growing. You know what I mean? But not growing tall. You know what I mean? There's some.
Well, I'm kind of afraid for him this month because I forgot to tell you, his son died and his birthday is this month. And I'm afraid, it's the 23rd, and I just remembered that. And I'm afraid of him withdrawing more into himself around this time.
That's interesting. You know why? Remember what I was saying about this? I see you both reflecting. It's like sometimes, and it's not about things, but when you get stuck in dwelling and looking at, and this is all about really related heart matters and relationship stuff, and you feel guilt or regret or what you could have done, you stare at it's like blood all over, and these are reflections of relationships. What happens is you dwell and you don't know that there's something else right in back of you, like yourself, or an offering of a fantastic relationship. Instead you stay in the past and grieve, right?
Right.
And that's what I meant by, and I see this does pertain to you. I feel that he'll be fine. This is maybe the time where he'll be able to put everything at peace. And this is why I'm saying, like I said, whatever that means for some people, I'm not seeing that as being a problem. I feel that he needs to be okay. And I think it might be a forgiveness of some sort. I'm not clear, but he has so much guilt and regret about things that, it's enough is enough. I think that he's coming to a place where he's okay, and he's going to, and as well as you, like I said, in regards to the F, who I'm talking about. Like I said, being able to honor these will always be part of you, but not letting it control or define who you are. That way will be more. It's almost like your heart chakra gets opened up for being with somebody else completely. And this stuff will never be behind you, but I feel that he'll be okay. It's like maybe this is part of this. This is the biggie for him, because I don't feel he's going to fall to pieces. I feel he's going to be confronting everything very honestly, and also with a caring heart, and also it'll be painful, but also he'll be putting things to rest. And I think you as well, putting things to rest with some of your stuff. So this will leave. I'm not worried. I don't see it to be a worry thing at all.
Okay.
But no, like a year. How many years has it been? How many years has it been?
It'll be 6 years, March 12th.
Okay, 6 years. It's like, how long's it been since you and Franny?
Since what?
How long has it been since you and your detachment from F?
I didn't get the last
Oh,
part.
how long? I'm wondering, how long has it been since your detachment from Franny? How long has it been?
From Franny?
Yeah.
A year. Over a year now.
In the past, do you feel like the past 6 years I know you were there for a long time. Do you feel the past 6 years or something may have been the most? I'm just asking for a reason because.
Yeah.
There's something about 6. You had both of your stuff together. 3 and 3. It's like there's 6. You know what? Give yourself 6 weeks, and I do feel, and I do see you're heading towards a harder. There's a harder victory coming upon you, and I'm not saying so much. I don't feel you should detach from him so much. I feel you should check in on him, and I feel that he'll reciprocate and it'll be good. I also feel he's sick and tired of this old crappy stuff with this guy. It's like these people don't fit in, and I also see that he's seen somebody I see a very nice, down to earth father figure looking man around him who lives by the laws of the land, who's very positive and nurturing and just positive.
Did you say lives by the laws of the land?
Yes, yes.
I know who you're talking about now that you said that because he met somebody he's part Indian, somebody on an Indian reservation, and he kind of took Glenn under his wing a few years back.
Oh, and maybe Glenn might be reuniting back with seeing him more, do you think, maybe? Or is he something that he always goes?
Yeah, the way you said that, who's in touch with the land.
Yeah.
That's the only person I could think of that he's talked about.
But yeah, but he probably hasn't maybe had him in his, he probably hasn't had to, when someone connects to him, maybe it's been a while. I see almost like, okay, there's that guy, that girl, okay, out with them, out with the guy friend, and in with I see this older man, like older, and he lives by the laws of the land. He's really interesting, and he's very, I see him to be very positive and calming and very real, very authentic. And I do see the juggling act will be over with, when you're juggling, you can only do it so long. One thing will get half-assed treatment. Rose, everything's going to be okay. I honestly feel that overall, I feel that he gets the feeling that everybody's poking, not you. There's other people poking at him, especially around his work. He cannot do this, but he's heading that direction. That's something else he's going to have to conquer. This older man, father figure looking person I'm seeing, who is by the laws of the land, is going to be very, very good for him to connect with, or reconnect with, for that matter, because he's open to it, and I just feel that. I see your sleep will get better along the way. I do see by the winter. Well, you know what? Actually, we're still in winter. You said you had a big storm going on. I think there might be a bigger storm coming. Maybe, oddly enough, how things happen in certain.
Oh, there is. There's a Valentine's Day storm coming.
Well, I do see a hard-earned victory in your favor, and I also feel Valentine's Day, like they planned it.
I know, that's what they're forecasting now, more snow on Valentine's Day, and we already have 2 feet.
I wish I was in the snow, really. I'll hop a plane over there. I think that you have the strength available to handle what is going on right now, more than you ever have. I think you're becoming more at peace because I think all the stuff that went on had all sorts of stuff that it was like, deflecting. That's what it's called, deflecting. When you're deflecting on other, like him deflecting on you about what was really happening. Like I said, I am still getting, you two are on the same, you still really hold value into a traditional and very orthodox relationship.
Now that he's come forward and he's initiated contact with me, will he continue to do that now regularly?
Well, yeah, but like you brought up a good thing. I do feel, and I feel that you're going to be going through this. The emotional thing, I'm seeing him like put into like a memorial. I'm symbolically saying that he's not going to have a memorial and ask everybody. I think he's it's a very deep personal emotional stuff to put things to rest really, and without thinking much about it. It's time. I feel that he might be a little fragile, so I would
Yeah.
check in on him like you do, and
Okay.
and also I feel he trusts you more than, and I feel this other man, like I said, who lives by the laws of the land, I feel he'll talk about you to him,
Okay.
and also he's just wanting some. This is good. I feel it's very tender. Like there's a tenderness to this. And like I said, you guys, both of you, and the tower, the tower I see the rebuilding. He's been in the tower for a while, and it's almost done. And he's rebuilding, and those walls are about what he wants. Nobody else's, all the conditions don't matter. It's his thing. It works for him. And, you're a warrior woman. He likes that about you. He loves the fact you're a warrior woman. I know you could be out for war if you want. I don't see that being the case, but he likes your strength. He loves your strength, and he likes the fact that you don't mess with the way you mince words. You're sharp tongued, but you know what you're saying, and such. You do, and I do feel that he does appreciate it. I think he just hasn't been in the best place in the past recently, but I do think there's some legal something that had happened. Maybe that had to do with his drinking. That maybe was a big eye opener too. Just saying. Which is not a bad thing. It's just something else that would help him, take it, control his life.
Do you see him changing jobs?
I see that he must. I mean, he can't do it anymore. I see him being able to have the opportunity. Not only that is he puts a plan in order. Not only that is I see it to be so not healthy, and he can't take it. It's almost like he's by himself. He can't take it. It's like it's too much crazy. It's like someone going into a factory with a bunch of steam that's never been in. It's just too much for him now. He cannot deal with it, which would be the best thing, because this has to do with this newfound foundation too. He knows really, and again, I do see this very supportive man that will help him, because really, Glenn can do the other things. Even it wouldn't be so hard if he stayed in his job, but as long as he's working through, God, he's got so much talent, as you know, right?
Yeah.
And he just needs to do not big ordeal, and do those necessary small steps to get maybe on the internet to do whatever, the smaller steps, harvesting the situation. I think I do see him. He's going to need to. He must change. It's not going to. He can't tolerate it. But I also feel he will have some help heading in the direction where he needs to be going. He won't be, like I said, Rose, I don't see him juggling two situations. One is getting treated half-assed, and that has a lot to do with your relationship as well. But the other one has to do with him and chocolate and relationship. To me, goes hand in hand. It's such a romantic thing, It is. It's such a chocolate. It's so decadent and so sexy, and I feel that so the juggling act will be over. So I do feel that he's on his way. He really is on his way to on the path.
Do you have a time frame of when he stops working at the bar? I just feel like it's so detrimental to him.
Well, it's not like I think he's thinking it through, but I do feel that within the next 7 weeks, into the months heading towards the late part of the springtime, I feel that it's going to be time. He's gonna. I don't see him working in the bar anymore. Like I said, I do see. I want to tell you, I do see the winter months coming up even more. So I see it to be really cold, and for some reason, almost like it'll be a January feeling in the month of November, like really intense. Sometimes the weather's weird, like it's supposed to be fall, but the November, I mean, I see it completely freezing, like more than normal November. And I see him completely in a situation where he is not at all where he's at. He's in a new thing, and I feel that it's got to be done with. It's got to be about those chocolates. There is a good situation there. I mean, a good opportunity. Absolutely.
Okay.
Rose, this is good. This is very good. I'm really glad. And things are calming down and such. And I feel this had to happen in order for things to move into the next cycle. I feel. Every negative is a positive. I know it's really easy for me to say, right? But still, I see this to be good, and you're certainly not through. You're not. Let's put it this way: I don't see you two not connected as a couple.
Oh, do you think he'll do something for me for Valentine's Day?
He better damn do. Yes, I do. I do. I feel that he'll do. I do feel that he will, and I feel that it would be. Yes, I do feel that he would. I also feel that it's a week. Oh, it's almost not exactly a week before. Yes, I do. And also, the fact is, I would even, he's bought up POs of chocolate anyway. And if you text him or if you have contact, you can go, well, for Valentine's Day, you can, because he said he owes you chocolate for the other thing, for the other situation, not Valentine's Day, right?
Right.
I would kind of, it's not manipulative. I've just kind of because right now, like I said, he's I feel he's fragile. There is a fragile feeling about him, and I can understand why. I would kind of, and I don't think he'd have a problem with that. Say, well, why don't we just call it, Valentine's? It's almost like in a way, you're not telling him what to do, but in a way, it's kind. It will be a kind thing. I think he'll respond nicely to that. Because that was a good reason to get those chocolates, Steve. Call it the instead of, what did you call it before? It's for you said the chocolates are for what was the name? You said, he owes you chocolates for, what is it called, Rose? You said?
Oh, because I won the bet on the coin toss.
The coin toss. So forget about the coin toss. I would make it so my Valentine chocolates, forget about we'll just call it, coin tosses in the past. So, just however you talk. I'm not telling you exactly what to say, but you know what I mean. I feel that would be a nice thing. And I feel that he would be very good response. He'd respond to that nicely. He would.
Okay.
Let me know.
Oh, I will.
I'm happy. I'm glad. Things are going to be okay, Rose.
Oh, yeah. You don't know how shocked I was when that text came up and I went back to our reading and I went, oh, my God, she said February 8th.
Yeah, that might have been a lucky one for me. But still, I just am getting that you two are not, it's not done. It's not done. It's not about done. I don't see him not being around. I see him. I just get that he's it. Just might be more challenging. Come on, but okay, more challenging. But I think this time you'll get the victory, hard earned. You'll get the victory. Not like it was challenging with who for all those damn years.
Yeah,
it's different. Okay. Thanks, Rose, for staying up all night.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Rose, and I'll talk to you again. Let me know though. Let me know. Let me know when you hear from. Email me. Let me know. Okay.
Absolutely.
And I'll have this on archives. You can hear it. You're at the very end because I'm shutting down now, so you can forward it.
Okay.
Okay. Night.
Bye.
Okay, who's ever left is in listening. There's 4 viewers. I'm going to sleep. Well, I'm not going to sleep. I'm going out. Okay, so good night, everybody, for staying on, and thank you. And I'm Rufus. I hope you don't. If you hear this, I knew this was going to happen, but I guess I'll leave us with the song of my choice, and I'll go with this one. And this is the way.
There's something happening here, but what it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying signs. mostly say hooray for our side. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Paranoia strikes deep into your life, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man come and take you away. We better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. We better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. We better stop now. What's that sound?